citizens, we're back from the second half of tonight's Snarl. Wally, GB, and Tex in the house, and primed for the second hour of tonight's card.
However, before the next match, a quick word about those now vacant TV tag titles left behind by the Southern Gentlemen. As Myron Schimmelman suggested, there's going to be a major tournament. Every team is considered entered, and every match matters. We're planning on having new champions by the Memphis Million on the 29th, and so it all starts with the next edition of Rage. So you fans of tag team wrestling, be sure to watch.
To be clear here, every team's entered doesn't mean mandatory participation, and any team can just bow out anytime they want.
But for those that tough it out, it's gonna be a dog-eat-dog jungle to get to the final match of that tournament.
All right, with that very important announcement out of the way, for big matches left on tonight's card, and boy howdy talk about excitement.
You ain't wrong, Wally.
And starting off the second half tonight, the Ladies Legends Championship defended tonight by powerhouse Patty Powers, defending against, now get this, Becky Lynch.
Fans, our second half opening match, one fall, with a 20-minute time limit, is for the RWL Ladies Legends Championship.
Oh man, I'm excited. How about you guys? Ladies Legends Championship match right out of the gate to start the second half. Of all people, Becky Lynch, just wow. No relation to yours truly, of course.
There has been something of a delay in getting Patty Powers set up with a solid contender for the Ladies Legends belt, and this match would have happened at Ladies Night, but Becky Lynch was unavailable.
But the stars and the planets are all aligned tonight, cause we're gonna see that match right here. And what a time for Becky Lynch, no relation to our Tex, to appear in our WL, right in the midst of a contentious situation over at World Wrestling Entertainment, regarding her championship situation there.
Just the same, the match committee signed off on this one, citing Becky meeting all the necessary qualifications for a Legends Division title opportunity. Even Myron said whatever her problem with WWE is, it's none of our business, and she can, legally, compete for the title against Patty.
That's what they asked me and Steve, and me and Steve both agreed there is no problem with Becky Lynch competing in RWL's Legends Division. She meets all the necessary requirements. Now, before you gentlemen start asking me a lot of questions about a whole bunch of stuff, let's get all that falderall out of the way. Patty and Danielle doing just fine with MJ Ferrantino managing them. Danielle, well, doesn't hurt but her pride, but she did not appreciate losing that match with ODB, that tag team match. That ladies match, she is still kind of smarting over that one. But her and Patty, they had a tag team match scheduled this evening, but the opportunity came up for Patty Powers to defend the Ladies Legends Championship, which has been, like you said, well, they've been a little bit delayed in that title defense, but she got, whoa, did she ever get a challenger and a half of Becky Lynch? Oh, great way to start. I love the new costume. Her and Danielle, all color coordinated, American Powers back on the scene and looking just better than ever.
Challenger from Ireland is Becky Lynch, and her opponent, accompanied by Liberty Belle Danielle from Tampa, Florida, she's the Ladies Triple Crown Champion and the Ladies Legends Champion, Powerhouse, Patty Powers.
Alright, so you folks keeping score. She got this title that she's defending tonight, the Ladies Gulf Coast Championship that she just defended, and the Ladies Southern Championship, more than likely to be defended pretty soon. Patty Powers, a very, very busy Triple Crown champion. Well, that's Patty Powers, always busy, always with titles to defend, and well, Talk about the wild set of circumstances that brings us here to Becky Lynch. All right, Charles Lucero sounds the bell. They come center ring. They lock it up, collar and elbow. Patty Powers with the upper hand on Becky Lynch has her all the way up for the nice long vertical suplex center ring. Patty gathers up Becky Lynch, slams her face down to the counts. Hard overhand right from Patty. Becky Lynch counters with a shot to the midsection, a couple of chops, a kick, and a knee to the head to Powerhouse Patty. Patty Powers on the mat and on the receiving end, quickly counters, quickly gets back up, gets a hold of Becky Lynch, and pitches her over the top rope and out onto the apron. Becky Lynch counters, gets herself back inside the ring. Okay, well now. Head first into the turnbuckle, but Becky Lynch counters again. There's a kick, a couple of rights, another right to the body. And Becky Lynch turns it around on Patty. Patty Powers against the ropes. Now having her arm tortured against them. Becky Lynch doing the honor. I haven't seen that in a long time. Oh, man. Okay. Becky Lynch snaps both arms on Patty. Patty Powers in trouble for the first time in this matchup as Becky Lynch assumes control of things. Patty counters with elbows to Becky Lynch. Locks up Becky. Up over the shoulders goes Becky Lynch. Hung up on the top rope. Patty with a kick right to the back. Liberty Bell Danielle waiting in the wings up next. Facing Paige or Saraya or whatever the hell name she's running by these days. That woman that Danielle's going to be facing tonight in a non-title match. Patty Powers with a set of wrist clutch kicks and a clothesline of Becky Lynch takes herself all the way up to the top turnbuckle. Boom! Knee right across the chest. Patty going in for the quick pin. 1, 2. Just a 2. A near fall. But a near fall pretty early on. Becky Lynch rolls to the outside. Patty goes out after her. Again, the Ladies Legends Championship on the line here, and Becky Lynch looking to get back into the gold market, considering her difficulties over at WWE on Raw. Becky Lynch with a clothesline to Patty Powers. Patty rounded up. Rolled back inside the ring by Becky Lynch. Taking her sweet time about getting back in there. Patty Powers deciding whether or not to go out after her. Becky Lynch gonna do a little bit of showboating, stalling for time. The referee continues to count. Patty's had just about enough. And Becky Lynch baited her into it. There's a DDT on the floor. Exactly what Becky Lynch was planning to do. Whoa! A quick counter. A crucifix to Patty from Becky. A knee right to the side of the head. Powerhouse Patty Powers followed up with a rolling elbow. Danielle Heathcote does not look pleased. Hard kick to the back. And Becky Lynch is starting to open up here. The advantage had been mostly Patty's, but it is starting to turn around towards Becky Lynch. And this Ladies Legends title matchup. Patty Powers in trouble on the outside. Figure 4 as the referee continues to count. Lynch, no relation, rounds up. Patty Powers rolls her back inside the ring. Patty trying to get back to her feet, but Becky Lynch right there. Whips her hard into the far left turnbuckle. This is not good. Slams face first into the buckle the hard way. Becky Lynch up on the top turnbuckle here. It comes down off of there, decides not to do what she was going to do. Patty whipped to the far right corner. Becky Lynch, she's going, she did it again. Leg sweeper, head first into the buckle. 1. Only just a 1. Powerhouse Patty still hanging in there. There's a kick to the head to Becky Lynch. Becky catches a headlock punch from Powerhouse Patty. A shot to the back. A whip to the ropes. And up and over. Back body drop to Becky Lynch. Powerhouse Patty takes herself to the top. Ooh! Hey, butt splash off the top. 1, 2. Oh, I'm surprised that knocked the wind out of just about anybody. Patty Powers rolls to the outside, as does Becky Lynch. Patty moving in on her. Clothesline from behind takes her down. Patty Powers always doing that little bit of showboating. She got that Powerhouse nickname and she decided to just run with it. Patty countered by Becky Lynch with shots to the midsection. This a quick takedown on the outside and into an armbar. Won't get a submission that way, but she is trying to wear Patty out. Patty flips out the back door, shoves her away. Oh, nice running drop kick to Becky Lynch. Patty. Ooh! Man, just slammed her face first into the floor. Clothesline from Becky Lynch to Patty Powers. A driving knee into the head of Patty. Becky Lynch carries her up, rolls her back inside. Hey, look, I'm not thrilled that we share the same family name. Huh. Daniel Heathcote giving Becky Lynch a wide berth. Patty Powers doing a little bit of showboating here. Oh, another crucifix on Becky Lynch. Clothesline from Powerhouse Patty. Down goes Becky. Patty got her by the wrist and ankle, but she is quickly getting back up again. Patty tags her with a right to the back of the head. Patty whips Lynch to the head. Ooh, kitchen sink knee right to the midsection, out to the floor. Goes Becky Lynch. Patty Powers going to take herself topside. Ooh, a high-risk maneuver that did not pay off. Becky Lynch going to exploit the mistake. Winds up both arms, throws the switch on. Double arm snap. And Becky Lynch, the referee, counting again. Patty countering with elbows to the midsection of Becky Lynch. Patty Powers countered by Becky Lynch. Into the ring steps. She caught the corners on that one. That ain't good. Patty Powers laid out in the corner on the outside. Becky Lynch back inside the ring, taunting her. Takes herself to the top turnbuckle here. Patty Powers making her way to a standing position. Here comes Becky. Whoa! Ooh! Patty Powers not only caught her, but slammed her head against the ring steps. She may be out. Oh, damn. Oh, okay. Powerhouse Patty Powers. It was a wild display of power right there. That was incredible. Becky Lynch pulled towards the opposing ring steps. Patty Powers makes her way back inside. Referee Charles Lucera continuing to count Becky Lynch as Patty Powers again takes herself to the top turnbuckle here. This is sick. Oh, double left handle. Finds the mark. Patty Powers back in control of things, at least for the present. Becky Lynch counters with some elbows to the midsection. Makes her way back inside the ring, likewise does Patty. Becky Lynch has the upper hand on a one-arm slam here and a quick pin attempt. 1, 2. Oh no, just one. Patty Powers makes her way back up to her feet. Catches a couple of shots from Becky at DDT center ring. These two are just wearing each other out. Oh, what a matchup. Patty wraps up Becky Lynch, flips her to the far right corner. Delivers an elbow that sinks her down into the corner. Patty, an alley-oop assist out of the corner, cover, and a hook of the leg. 1, 2. That's just been about do it. Patty Powers retains the Ladies Legends Championship.
The time was 9 minutes and 48 seconds. Your winner and still Ladies Legends Champion.
Patty as much as said she smiled a Kool-Aid smile when she heard Becky Lynch was challenging because she knew this match would be a slam dunk. No disrespect to Powerhouse Patty, of course, but Becky Lynch didn't exactly make it easy for her.
When we continue, Liberty belled Danielle in a non-title match with a star we'll call Paige Saraya on the other side of the break.
Next up, more ladies non-title action with Paige Saraya, putting in the rarest of appearances tonight, and all set to face ladies Triple Crown champion Liberty Belle Danielle.
Paige? Really? We hardly ever see Paige. What's the special occasion?
We're Snarl, man. We don't need no stinking special occasions.
This next non-title ladies match, set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Coming down the aisle first, from Norwich, England, making her RWL return after 3 years away. Please welcome Paige Saraya.
Well, this one ought to be a treat. Danielle's been facing some pretty big-name competition lately, between Toni Storm and now Paige Saraya tonight.
And when we say rare appearance by Paige Saraya, the stats bear out the facts here, and Paige has made a total of 3 appearances in an RWL ring, in 5, count them 5 years, before tonight.
One against Bull Nakal 5 years ago, and her last 2 appearances were in 2022, against Trish Stratus, and, believe it or else, once against Sylvia Strong.
At Ladies' Night in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep, Sylvia got the pinfall in about 9 minutes.
I know. You're proud of her, Mr. Cakes.
Tex, make Wally stop making fun of me.
Sometimes you guys are the best analysts ever, and sometimes you're just Crow and Tom Servo. Oh, boy.
And her opponent, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, she's an RWL Triple Crown champion and the reigning Snarl Women's champion, All-American Liberty Belle Danielle Heathcote.
Yeah, Myron offered her this match, and she initially didn't want it, but Myron told her. I approved it, Steve approved it, the front office approved it, Myron approved it, Matthew James Sorrentino approved it. She said no. Myron insisted. Promised her she'd get ODB later on, and she said okay.
Still mad about that main event at Ladies' Night.
That woman can sure hang on to her grudges. Can't she, Unca Tax?
You got no idea, son. Willie Johnson's rung the bell, they come center ring, they lock it up. Danielle pushing Paige into the far left corner. They are clinched. Willie Johnson gonna have to step in. Oh, Danielle tagged her with a right. No clean break here. A kick to the midsection. Paige slammed to the canvas. They lock up again. Danielle with a headlock takedown of Paige Saraya. A sock right to the face. Paige puts on the brakes, delivers a clothesline of her own. Gathers Danielle back up. Danielle quick with the uppercut counter. Gets a hold of Paige, whips her to the ropes. Pancake. Flapjack face first into the mat. Paige, a little slow to stand up. Oh man, she got it good. Couple of forearms from Paige to Danielle. A spinning kick to the midsection. Danielle catches another kick from Paige. Look at this. Whoa! Into a chicken wing suplex. Nicely done by Liberty Belle Danielle. Danielle whips her to the corner, misses with the high knee. Paige misses with her swing, gets a hold of Danielle, whips her to the ropes, makes the leapfrog. Oh, a little quick pull away from Danielle and a clothesline. Takes Paige down. Yeah, she's been in a surly mood since that tag team match at Ladies' Night, I'll tell you that. She does not like taking a pinfall at all. Now she's after ODB. Jawjacker to Paige. A clothesline. Takes Paige down. Liberty Belle Danielle all the way up on the top turnbuckle here. Paige again slow to get up. Here we go. Whoa. Hurricane Rana. Paige goes for a ride. Oh, man. Quick counter from Paige. A shot to the midsection that doubles Danielle over. Has her up. There's a backbreaker. Followed up with a stomp to the midsection. Paige lines up the arm on Danielle and snaps it. Danielle counters with a pretty good arm drag right there. Kick to the midsection from Paige. Paige whips her out over onto the apron. I'm drawing the line in the sand here. Paige talking trash to Danielle. Danielle comes on back in and shuts her up with a neck breaker. That's one way to do it. Liberty Bell Danielle. With a hot kiss at the end of the wet fist. Here's the cover one. Just a one. Danielle misses with the drop kick. Paige evades. Danielle evades Paige. There's a kick that takes Paige down to the mat again. Danielle runs it up into the foot. Ooh, nice modified armbar. Getting the leg involved. But Paige counters, finds her way out. There's a forearm and a kick and another from Danielle. Paige into the corner again. Nice monkey toss. Tossing Paige out towards center. Danielle again going for the pin. One. Nope, just one. No, I'll give it to Paige. She is sticking with it. There's an elbow counter. Paige back up to a standing position. Gets a hold of Danielle. Danielle with a little do the hustle and a kick to the midsection. And look at this. Whoa! Wheelbarrow bulldog. The Paige. Oh, man. Yeah. But Danielle is in rare form, as you can see. She's definitely doing a lot better. She is definitely. Yes, life at the ranch seems to be doing her pretty good. Paige on the outside, Danielle on the top turnbuckle. Here we go. Oh, crash and burn. All right, well, misjudged the distance on that high-risk maneuver. Paige snaps out of it. Danielle counters her quickly. They lock it up. They tussle. Paige shoves her back. Danielle counters the spinning back fist quickly. Gets back in the ring. Paige pursues her. There's a kick to the midsection of Paige. Head slammed into the turnbuckle. And oh, man. He's looking forward to getting a hold of ODB. That's for damn sure. Paige counters, gets Danielle in the corner. Danielle counters. Paige gets her in the corner. And puts the size 10s to the throat of Paige. Down she goes. A knee right to the chest from Liberty Bell Danielle. Yep, she is definitely doing a lot better. And American Powers will get their act together sooner or later, I'm sure. Okay, Paige counters, escapes the corner. Danielle counters with a quick judo-style arm drag. Paige right back into the corner again. Danielle turns it around. Puts the boot to the throat one more time. And down goes Paige. Paige quickly out of the corner and Hurricane Rana to Danielle. Wow, that was quick. Things may have just turned around here. There's a clothesline from Paige. There's a second one. Danielle quickly back up, catches a kick from Paige. Danielle rolls to the outside. Look at this, a sudden momentum shift here. Paige. The German release suplex on Danielle on the outside. Billy Johnson already engaged the count. Danielle rolls back inside. And here comes Paige all the way up on the top turnbuckle. And misses with the move. Danielle tags her with a double axe handle. Liberty Bell Danielle stalking Paige here. Sleeper hold time. The counter. A jaw jagger from Paige. Oh, man. We're doing a good match so far. Whoa. Leg sweep takedown from Liberty Bell Danielle rallying the troops. Here in San Antonio, there's a stomp to the back of Paige. Danielle introducing Paige to the Uncle Turnbuckle and his young cousin. Oh, man. Down goes Paige face first. Right into the heart of the logo. A kick to the midsection from Danielle. And right back into the sleeper hold again. Paige is flailing. Willie Johnson said that's enough. He's seen enough. Liberty Bell Danielle picking up the win over Paige by submission.
The time was 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Your winner by tap out, Liberty Bell Danielle.
Good deal. There's a win Danielle can take into the final few weeks of 2025, heading into the Memphis Million.
And a much-needed morale boost going forward. And she can use it with Tony Storm and ODB waiting in the wings.
And we'll be right back with six-man tag action in the mighty RWL Manor right after the break.
Up next, it's a Myron Schimmelman Productions punishment match. 6-man tag between the Toxic Table and the Texas Hangman with special guest villain Terry Funk.
I feel like a kid at Christmas. Oh boy, is this great!
The following 6-man no rules Texas time bomb contest is to out of 3 falls with a 30-minute time limit. Introducing first, representing Bell Unlimited, hometowns, and combined weight unknown. Here are AJ Hawk, Austin Connor, and Ty Schmidt, the Toxic Table.
Alright, to those of you that are uninitiated, a Texas time bomb no rules match means 2 out of 3 falls. No rules, obviously, but the time bomb factor comes in that you only have a count of 10 on the outside instead of the usual count of 20. Half the time in which to mess around on the outside. And if you get counted out, you're gone.
Boy, when Myron wants to get even with you, he doesn't fool around. And he's been fuming since the Toxic Table joined up with Welfare Popeye.
And it's the kind of match that totally favors Terry Funk and the Hangman. Can't say I remember the Toxic Table doing many hardcore matches of any kind. I think we're about to see the Toxic Table get totally slaughtered.
Fine by me. Won't catch me crying any tears for those bums.
And their opponents, first from the Lone Star State, at a combined weight of 630 pounds, Killer and Psycho, the Texas Hangman.
I want everyone to know the boys hooked this one up themselves with absolutely no help, no advisement, no guidance from me whatsoever. Killer and Psycho, on their own initiative, involved in this particular matchup against the Toxic Table. I guess well to the benefit of Myron. Doing him a favor, but hey, again, I had nothing to do with it. Killer and Psycho hooking it up with Terry Funk for this matchup, and man, this is gonna be good. I hope the Toxic Table had their Wheaties this morning.
We've seen him perform pretty well, especially as a 3-man unit, but against the Texas Hangman and Terry Funk. They're not gonna win, and they'll be damn lucky to survive it, period.
And best of 3 falls. They'll be lucky to score even just one.
And their partner from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 230 pounds, the hardcore legend, Terry Funk.
A flippin' chainsaw. Well, now I've pretty much seen it all from the bunker. Lucky for the Toxic Table, Terry Funk isn't allowed to use that thing in a match.
Well, technically, he could, but the moral implications of allowing such a thing would make the company look really, really bad.
Johnny, you win the internet tonight. That was the best one yet. Terry Funk. Yeah, he is definitely not allowed to use that thing. We could not. Society frowns on that kind of conduct. But, nonetheless, Terry Funk gonna do everything but tonight. And this 6-man no rules Texas time bomb. 2 out of 3 falls, 30 minutes. This is gonna be insane. Alrighty, AJ Hawk and Killer starting this one off. Willie Johnson rings the bell. Here we go. They lock it up. Killer whips AJ Hawk into his team's corner. There's a kick. AJ Hawk counters with an elbow, gets out of the corner. Double choke lift, but an elbow from Killer. Breaks that up. A cheap shot from the Funker. Killer taking advantage of it. There's a shot to the back to AJ Hawk. Whip right back into the corner. Here comes Terry Funk on the tag. Look out. It's about to get crazy. They are just...
AJ Hawk already being picked apart.
Oh, wow. They just pummeling the hell out of AJ Hawk. Terry Funk takes over. Oh, man. Oh. Just drops the arm on AJ Hawk. A quick couple of jabs from Terry Funk. Oh, man, and a hard left. Drops AJ Hawk like a stone. And here comes Killer again. Rounds up AJ Hawk. Whips him back into the corner one more time. Here's Terry Funk again. The team working very efficiently right here. Oh, man. Just slam. AJ Hawk center ring. Terry Funk in control of things now. AJ Hawk whipped to the ropes. Terry Funk with a back body drop on AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk in big time trouble right here. Terry Funk up on the top turnbuckle, but Boston Connor comes in on the tag. Terry Funk right there to meet him. Kick to the midsection. And the Funker nails him with the DDT. Boston Connor starting off on the bad foot right away as the Funker goes after Tosh Smith, hangs him up the top rope too. There's his attention back to AJ Hawk. Boston Connor on the outside dealing with Psycho. There's a backbreaker. Here comes Killer again on the tag. Oh man, it's already gotten chaotic. Oh. Killer whip to the rope, drop toe hold from Boston Connor. Connor covers, goes for the pin, one. But only just a one. Rebound off the ropes. And there's a flying punch that takes Boston Connor down. Here's a pin attempt. 1, 2. Nope. Straight not. Boston Connor still way too fresh. Killer with a kick to the midsection and a neck breaker. Boston Connor catching it from all sides over here, trying to battle his way out of the corner. There's a kick to the midsection and a DDT. As Boston Connor beats it out of town and turns it over to Tosh Schmidt. Killer back up on his feet. Catches a right, a left, and another right from Tosh Schmidt. Schmidt whips him to the ropes. Ducks under. Killer puts on the brakes. Another combination, but a headbutt from Killer. Tosh Schmidt whipped to the ropes. Hard shot to the midsection. Killer rounds him up again. There's a clothesline. And here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. I'll tell you what, man, the Texas Hangman and Terry Funk working very well against the toxic table. And so far the punishment match is taking firm hold. The punishment has taken definite hold right here. Killer with knees to Tosh Schmidt. Tosh Schmidt sinks into the corner. Oh man, there's a boot right to the chest. A set of stomps. A rebound off the ropes. And a face wash. Man, Boston Connor's taking a beating.
Poor kid. Ty Schmidt just can't get out of that corner.
Boston Connor shoved back into the corner again. Kick to the midsection and another neck breaker. Ty Schmidt taking a beating as Terry Funk comes in on the tag. Man, this one's been good. Except for the toxic table, it has not been very good at all. A heel hook stretch. Locked in by the Funker on Ty Schmidt. Funk jumps to the outside, rallying the troops here in San Antonio, and they love Terry Funk down here, man. Funk going under the ring. It's about to get crazy. AJ Hawk, the legal man in the ring here. Brings in Killer the hard way. Terry Funk gets a hold of him. And hard right takes down AJ Hawk hard. A fist drop from the Funker. Here comes Psycho. Oh man. A rebound off the ropes and a flying kick right to the face of AJ Hawk. Killer is still on Dream Street. Just snapped out of it. Gets himself out of the equation here. No, wait a minute. We got a double team up. Oh, here. Ooh, man, double flapjack to AJ Hawk. The Texas Hangman. On a roll here. And here comes Ty Schmidt again. Psycho charges, drives a knee into the head of Ty Schmidt, goes after AJ Hawk, whips AJ Hawk over the top rope to the outside. Ty Schmidt whips Psycho to the corner. There's a running splash from Ty Schmidt, taking Psycho down to the mat. And for the first time, the advantage is turning over to the toxic table. Ty Schmidt coming in here with a chair. Psycho quickly disarms him and quickly goes for a pin attempt. One. Tell you what, man, I'm impressed with the Texas Hangman this evening. The Toxic Table trying to battle back here, and it's not looking too good. There's a clubbing overhand right from Tosh Schmidt. He turns his attention to Killer. There's a shot, and then Enziguri takes him down. Terry Funk steps back. Psycho with a spinning back fist. Turns it over to Terry Funk on the tag. The Funker with a double axe handle to Tosh Schmidt. Tosh Schmidt rounded back up by the Funker. Terry Funk escorts him to the corner. Head first into the turnbuckle goes Tosh Schmidt. Headlock punch. Double axe handle to the back from Terry Funk. Here's a pin attempt. One. Well, AJ Hawk right there to break it up. Well, this one's been really, really good. Terry Funk. Oh, AJ Hawk gave him a parting shot. Oh, man. Tosh Schmidt with a pretty nice monkey toss to Terry Funk. And he's going for a cover. One. But, just the one, says Willie Johnson. Tosh Schmidt with an impressive little move right there, takes down Terry Funk and snaps the leg for good measure. Well, that was well done. As Boston Connor comes in on the tag, Terry Funk right there to greet him, whips him to his team's corner. Boston Connor tried to battle his way out. Terry Funk breaks it up. Back suplex. And here comes Texas Hangman Killer. A chokey right to the throat, but Boston Connor quick with the counter, rebounds off and crashes into absolutely nothing. Oh man, Killer whips him to his team's corner. He's got Boston Connor. Boston Connor counters and escapes the corner, catches a cheap shot from Psycho. Boston Connor trying to battle his way out of that corner. There's a DDT to Killer. Boston Connor decides he's had enough. He's going to go over to AJ Hawk. AJ Hawk rounded up by Killer. Counter whipped into the corner. Killer puts up both boots and backs up. AJ Hawk gets a hold of him. Whips him right back into the corner again. Here comes Terry Funk again. Oh man, what a team.
Yikes. What a double team.
Terry Funk on fire here. Hangs up Boston Connor off the top rope. AJ Hawk misses the grapple. The Funker turns him around with a hard right hand into a headlock and a headlock punch. Down goes AJ Hawk. And here comes Psycho on the tag. The Texas Hangman and Terry Funk dominant in this matchup against the Toxic Table. Speaking of tables, oh now look at that right there. Oh, Psycho rolls back inside the ring. AJ Hawk trying to fire himself up. There's a clothesline, a wrist clutch clothesline, a quick step over from AJ Hawk. A second one, another deft step over, and another clothesline. AJ Hawk with the tripleta right here. Here's a cover. One, two, no, just one. Psycho rounded up by AJ Hawk and suplexed. And I'll tell you what, the Toxic Table, they are pretty competent, but they have not been doing too well in this matchup. Into the corner goes AJ Hawk. Here comes Terry Funk on the tag. And a double team incoming for AJ Hawk. Little high five right here. Little fist bump, little rebound off the rope, double headbutts. Oh, as Terry Funk assumes control for Team Texas. Oh, man. Oh! Nasty neck breaker from the Funker. Here's a cover center ring. But Tosh Schmidt rolling in like the cavalry just in the nick of time. AJ Hawk whipped to the corner. Funk slams his head into the turnbuckle. Terry Funk trying to take away the arm of AJ Hawk. Terry Funk would probably do it easier if he had that chainsaw. AJ Hawk catching a beating in the corner here as Terry Funk will not let him go. Oh man, Funker Got AJ Hawk by the trunks. He's got him up vertical suplex center ring. Almost caught that chair. Willie Johnson can't do much about it. No disqualifications here. Funker with the DDT. Dropping AJ Hawk right on the top of his dome. Terry Funk all the way up on the top turnbuckle. Look out, here he comes. Boom, beautifully done. He goes for the pin. But Boston Connor breaks up the pin on Terry Funk. AJ Hawk whipped back into the opposing team's corner. And here comes Killer. There's a kick to the midsection. A right that spins around. AJ Hawk quick with the counter. Gets a hold of Killer. Whips him to the toxic table's corner. There's a cheap shot from Ty Schmidt. Boston Connor comes in on the tag. AJ Hawk and the Hamburglar working together pretty well here. Oh, a neck breaker. The Killer. Killer rounded up by Boston Connor. A counter whip into his own team's corner. Killer debating where he's going to go next. Decides AJ Hawk is it. Goes back to Boston Connor, turns him around in the corner. Sets him up on the middle rope. Calf kicking off. Double boot stomp right to the chest. Another pin attempt. 1. 2 out of 3 falls. We still haven't had one yet. Man. Killer whips Boston Connor to the corner. A hard shot. Here comes Terry Funk again on the tag. Connor whipped and again. Terry Funk on fire. One more time. Goes after AJ Hawk. Tries to go after Ty Schmidt. Determined to go after Ty Schmidt. Boston Connor tags him with a shot. Terry Funk gets a hold on Boston Connor. Whips into the ropes. There's a back body drop to Boston Connor and a kick to the back from Terry Funk. The Funker just out of control here. Goes under the ring. Comes back up with another chair. And, just brain Boston Connor. Boston Connor quickly back up. Catches a running DDT from Terry Funk. What a match we have had here so far. Heel hook stretch locked in by the Funker. Oh, man. Boston Connor in a lot of pain. And here comes Killer again. Texas Hangman Killer gathers up Boston Connor. Gets a hold of him. Whips him to Team Texas corner. Running knees to the midsection. So Boston Connor. From Killer, there's another stomp. And boots right to the face. Killer bounces off the ropes. A face wash to Boston Connor, who rolls off center ring. Here's another pin attempt. Wow. AJ Hawk spoils the party. Killer goes after him, but nope. But he's got a steel chair. He's going to take it out on Boston Connor. Quickly disarm Terry Funk. Takes Boston Connor with a cheap shot. Both men miss their move. A crash and burn from Boston Connor. Killer whips him to Team Texas territory again. Another kick to the ribs. Here comes Psycho on the tag. And here comes a double team from the Texas Hangman. They're setting Boston Connor up here for the big fall. Here it is, the gallows. Oh, man. Right on the steel chairs. I don't believe it. 1, 2. Shut up. How in the hell did he power out of that? Don't believe it. Boston Connor smashed head first into the turnbuckle. A quick counter and escape from the corner. An attempt at a splash, but no dice. Whipped into the corner goes Boston Connor. Look who's got a steel chair. Swing and a miss. But the second time he caught the hit. Boston Connor is laid out. Here's a cover. 1, 2, 3. And Team Texas picks up the win here.
Time is 15 minutes and 32 seconds. And your winners, Terry Funk and the Texas Hangman.
Boys, that was so pretty, I just damn near want to cry. That was awesome. What a performance from the Funker and the Texas Hangman. And man, the Toxic Table sure took a beating tonight. Well now. And there you see it on the replay. There's that chair shot that ended it for the second fall. We'll be right back with our main event right after this. Alright, to close out tonight's edition of Rwl Sn Rl A Legends Division main event to beat the band, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels set to lock it up with Macho Man Randy Savage, accompanied as usual by Miss Elizabeth.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's Snarl main event is set for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first from right here in San Antonio, Texas, weighing 221 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid, another one who we don't see too often, but when he does show up, boy howdy, the excitement is infectious. And it don't get much more exciting than Shawn Michaels toe-to-toe with the Macho Man.
And with all that Randy Savage has got going on, with his eyes on the Legends World Championship and Rowdy Roddy Piper, them two are definitely on a collision course. And every match for both of them, leading up to their clash later this month, they're all gonna be epic.
And how about this one right here? What a main event. And while anything can happen, I'm totally favoring the Macho Man here, despite Shawn Michaels' home field advantage.
Yeah, we're in San Antonio, Texas. It's kind of hard to find somebody that hates Shawn Michaels around here.
His opponent, accompanied by Miss Elizabeth from Sarasota, Florida, weighing 248 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
It's been nothing but upward mobility for the Macho Man since summer, when he broke free from Belt Unlimited. Since striking out on his own with Miss Elizabeth, Randy Savage has had only one goal in mind, and that's to face Roddy Piper for the Legends World Championship. And now, it's probably going to happen prior to or during the Memphis Million.
And even with the title match now basically set in stone, Roddy Piper publicly declared Randy Savage's title ambitions, crack pipe dreams, and whiskey bottle nursery rhymes. Woosuki, it's gonna be a Pier Sixer for sure when those guys finally do meet up.
There's no way Piper's not paying attention to this match. And Piper's hot off a win over Jinder Mahal. Both future opponents are on fire lately.
Well, Randy Savage definitely saw and heard Rowdy Roddy Piper's defiance regarding the Legends World title, and I'm pretty sure he's hoping Roddy Piper's watching this match tonight against HBK. Here's the main event. Here's the bell. Oh, Shawn Michaels opens up with a set of shots and an elbow to the face of Macho Man Randy Savage. Savage locks up HBK, flips him to the far left corner. There's an elbow. HBK pitched out towards center ring. There's a clothesline from behind from Macho Man Randy Savage. And, oh man, Macho Man's riding high already. HBK rounded up by Macho Man for a vertical suplex. Okay. HBK slammed down to the mat one more time by Randy Savage. There's an elbow across the chest. Tell you what, HBK is not looking too impressive in the early goings here. Oh man, here's a charge, a shoulder, and Shawn Michaels is out onto the floor. Willie Johnson, oh man, right through the ropes. HBK taken down by Macho Man Randy Savage. There's a knee to the side of the head. Willie Johnson has already engaged the count. HBK catching the cloverleaf on the outside from Randy Savage. There's an elbow to the leg of Shawn Michaels. Randy Savage spins him around with a hard right, goes behind on him, tags him with a shot to the back. Another rear waist lock and another shot to the back. Another rear waist lock and another shot to the back. Randy Savage just beating on HBK, slams his head into the lip of the apron, and down he goes. Oh, man. HBK finally rolled back inside the ring. Randy Savage rallying the folks here in San Antonio. Oh, good luck with that. Shawn Michaels struggling to get to a standing position. Randy Savage showboating for the fans, and here comes HBK right, holy old hell, right through the ropes. Randy Savage didn't even see him coming. Oh, man. Leg breaker from Shawn Michaels. HBK rounds up Macho Man. Macho Man, oh, damn near ran her into Miss Elizabeth. Oh, man, not cool. Randy Savage waiting for Shawn Michaels to get done fooling around out there. HBK finally makes his way back inside the ring. Randy Savage gets a hold of him, snap suplex. Miss Elizabeth cheering him on. HBK counters with shots to the midsection of Randy Savage. Randy Savage goes behind on Shawn Michaels, gets a hold of him, sets him up against the ropes. Top rope choke from Macho Man Randy Savage. Shawn Michaels doesn't quite go down, draped over the middle rope. There's a kick to the ribs from Macho Man Randy Savage. HBK counters quickly, gets back up to a standing position, gets a hold of Macho Man Randy Savage, whips him to the ropes. Look at this right here. Oh, nice counter from Macho Man. Here's a cover center ring. One. Just one. But that was beautifully executed by Macho Man Randy Savage, who's really showing out here. Shawn Michaels back to a standing position. Kick to the midsection from Macho Man. He's got him up. There's a pile driver, center ring. Oh, Shawn Michaels definitely caught all of it. He rolls to the outside. Randy Savage waiting for him. He charges through the ropes again. Another shoulder. Taking down Shawn Michaels on the outside. Miss Elizabeth looking on leisurely. Oh, man. Shawn Michaels catching it from Macho Man Randy Savage. And man, he's living up to the name tonight. Shawn Michaels has not had much of a chance to mount any real offense. Up to the top turnbuckle, elbow right across the back of Shawn Michaels. HBK counter slams Macho Man face first into the canvas. A shoulder, a quick kip up. Shawn Michaels trying to turn it around here. Inverted atomic drop to Randy Savage. Has him up for the scoop slam. Shawn Michaels trying to turn it around, but Macho Man counters with an elbow. Here's a flying elbow. Takes Shawn Michaels down center ring again. Randy Savage gets a hold on Shawn Michaels by the scruff of the neck. Head first into the far left turnbuckle he goes. Savage sets him up with the scoop slam. Takes himself to the top turnbuckle. Yes, sir. Randy Savage waiting for HBK to stand himself on up. Double axe handle. Finds the mark and whoa, like a chopped down tree. On HBK. Randy Savage goes topside again. He's calling for it. Here it comes. The big elbow right across the chest. Here's the cover. 1, 2. Shut up! I said shut up. HBK yanked that left shoulder up. Macho Man Randy Savage got to start all over again, and he is not happy. Misses with the dropping knee. Shawn Michaels whips him into Willie Johnson. No major casualties. There's a scoop slam from HBK. Here's another cover. Here's Willie Johnson. 1. But no. Just a 1. Randy Savage rolls to the outside. Miss Elizabeth, look at us getting into it with HBK. She never gets involved. But she is having words with Shawn Michaels. Randy Savage perhaps cheering on Miss Elizabeth here. And she is really, oh man. Randy Savage, a little do the hustle, a kick to the leg of HBK. The distraction works a charm. Slammed head first into the lip of the apron goes Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels counters, drives Randy Savage into the ring steps, runs right past Miss Elizabeth, follows up with a stomp to the back of Randy Savage. HBK with an armbar on the outside. Willie Johnson has had the count going this whole time. Shawn Michaels catches elbows to the midsection from Randy Savage. Macho Man rolls himself back inside the ring. Here comes HBK in hot pursuit. Randy Savage misses with the clothesline, catches a right from Shawn Michaels. Another right spins Savage around. HBK goes behind on him. Russian leg sweep takes Macho Man down to the canvas. Miss Elizabeth looking a little bit concerned here. Both men laid out Randy Savage. And HBK up at the same time. A kick to the midsection from Shawn Michaels to Randy Savage. Savage whipped to the ropes by HBK. There's an elbow. Takes Savage down to the canvas. A stomp to the midsection from HBK. A rolling elbow to the back. And Shawn Michaels suddenly turning this one around and finally beginning to mount some real offense here. There's a stomp to the abdomen and HBK walks it off. Oh, man. Randy Savage. Oh, HBK misjudged the distance on that one. Says, I'm okay. I meant to do that. Okay. A chop across the chest. HBK whips Savage. Savage puts on the brakes. Delivers an elbow to the leg. HBK whipped to the ropes. An elbow from Randy Savage takes Shawn Michaels down to the canvas. HBK quickly back up, catches another flying elbow from Macho Man. HBK rolls to the outside, and here we go again. Macho Man Randy Savage measuring it. Here we go. Another, crashed and burned on that one. HBK just sidestepped him. Another stomp to the abdomen and another walk it off from HBK on the outside. Referee already counting, trying to get the guys back inside, but no good. HBK countered by Randy Savage with an elbow. Savage driven into the barricade by Shawn Michaels, who takes himself back inside the ring. Willie Johnson continuing to count Macho Man back up on his feet. HBK breaks the count, starts it all over again. Running crossbody from Shawn Michaels to Randy Savage. A slap across the face from HBK. And a vertical suplex on the outside, crashing Randy Savage into the barricade. There's a stomp to the face from Shawn Michaels. And he has definitely turned this one around. The crowd is torn, don't know which way to turn. HBK with Randy Savage rolled back inside the ring. Here comes Shawn Michaels. Randy Savage laid out near center ring. Shawn Michaels tuning up the band here. Here it comes, the sweet chin music. Down goes Randy Savage, down goes HBK, and oh man, they are both gone. Look at this. Shawn Michaels can't even get it going to get the pin. Damn. Randy Savage is laid out. The super kick did the trick, but HBK back up on his feet. Randy Savage shoves him away with both boots, rolls him over, hooks the leg, and goes for the cover here. 1, 2, 3, and HBK must be all gone. Randy Savage picking up the win by pinfall. What a match.
The time was 9 minutes and 41 seconds, and your winner by pinfall, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Bravo, bravo, huge seal claps to both Shawn Michaels and Randy Savage, but Randy Savage, the winner of this match. I mean, look at this. They had literally nothing left. And Macho Man Randy Savage, all he had to do was just shove him down and go for the pin, because Shawn Michaels had absolutely nothing left in the tank. Wow, what a match.
And what an awesome card this week on our Rwl Sn Rl. We had a blast bringing it to you. Thanks so much to all of you for watching and supporting our WL Wrestling. Our next card will begin Monday night, December 8th. Our WL Rage with Don, Myron, and Christy, featuring the start of the tag team tournament. Our next Snarl card is next Saturday the 13th, and we'd love to see you there. For GB, Tex, and yours truly, Wally Cardill, saying thanks, good night, and be safe.